There's a quiet, powerful energy that surrounds those who are chosen, not chosen by people, but by purpose, by spirit, by something higher. It's not just how you look or how you speak. It's something deeper. It's in the way your presence changes the room without you even trying. It's in the way people pause when you speak, even if they don't know why. It's in your energy, the silent strength, the inner peace, the wisdom in your eyes that speaks louder than your words ever could. You carry something ancient, something divine, something sacred, and not everyone knows what to do with that. Some people are drawn to you, yes, but not all are drawn for the right reasons. Some feel your light and mistake it for something they can hold. They crave your body, but run from your soul. They like the idea of you, but not the truth of you. You've probably felt that before, people who come close, who say all the right things, but somehow never truly see you. They stand near your fire to feel its warmth, but they don't want to understand what it took to keep it burning. They compliment your looks, they touch your skin, but they never ask about your dreams, your pain, your purpose. They flirt with your light, but fear the depth behind it. Why does this happen? Because love is demanding, but lust is easy. Desire doesn't require growth. It doesn't ask for patience. It doesn't call you to evolve. Lust is all about the now, the moment. It doesn't reach into the soul. And your energy, the spirit you carry, is far too sacred for the unprepared. You were never meant to be touched by everyone, and that truth can feel lonely. But it's also your protection. The universe doesn't allow just anyone to access what's divine. You've probably noticed how people admire your presence, how they're magnetized by your aura. But when things start to get real, when you start to reveal your truth, they pull away. That's because your authenticity is a mirror. When people come into contact with you, they come into contact with themselves. And not everyone is ready for that. You bring things to the surface they've spent their whole lives burying. You make them feel seen in a way that's both beautiful and terrifying. You challenge the version of themselves they've been pretending to be. You awaken things in people, not because you try, but because your energy is honest, and truth has a way of revealing everything that's been hidden. So many times, people will praise your smile, your eyes, your body. They'll tell you you're beautiful, mesmerizing, unforgettable. But they'll go quiet when you speak your truth. When you open your heart, when you share your vision, when you talk about your spiritual path or your purpose, suddenly they seem distracted or they change the subject. They were never listening to your soul. They were only looking at the surface. That's how you know. Because someone who's truly meant for you won't just notice your beauty, they'll notice your calling. They'll see the way your spirit glows, the depth in your silence, the strength in your softness. The hardest part of being chosen is realizing how many people want your light, but not your shadow. They want your peace, but not your process. They want the joy you bring, the calm you carry, the energy you radiate, but they don't want to do the work it takes to stay in your presence. They don't want to rise with you. They want comfort, not commitment. They want company, not connection. And you, chosen one, are not here for temporary attachments. You're here for something sacred, something whole, something real. There's a kind of loneliness that comes from being surrounded by people who don't truly see you. You can lie next to someone and still feel cold inside. You can share space with someone and still feel completely alone. That's because being physically present is not the same as being spiritually connected. And your spirit knows. You felt it, that aching emptiness when someone touches your body but never reaches for your soul. That moment when you say something vulnerable and all you hear back is silence or a shallow reply. That's not love. That's not presence. That's just noise. You need more than that. You were never meant for empty love. You were never created to be half loved, half seen, half held. Your spirit is rich with wisdom. Your soul is deep with knowing. Your heart is full of healing. And not everyone has the capacity to hold that. So when someone comes along who only wants the easy parts of you, the laughter, the kisses, the late night talks that never lead to anything deeper, your intuition will know. Your soul will feel it. The disconnect, the hollowness. That's your sign. That's your reminder that you were made for something more. And maybe that means walking alone sometimes. Maybe it means turning down attention that doesn't feel intentional. Maybe it means being misunderstood, underestimated, even lonely at times. But chosen one, don't dim your light for people who are afraid of it. Don't shrink your spirit to make someone else feel comfortable. Don't trade depth for attention. You are not here to be desired. You are here to be divinely alive. Your standards are not too high. They are sacred. They come from experience, from healing, from knowing your worth. You don't ask for too much. You ask for what's real. And that intimidates people who are still playing small with their own lives. When you say things like, I'm waiting for something deeper, or I don't entertain chaos, or I protect my peace, some people will disappear. Let them. That's not rejection, that's redirection. The ones who are meant for you will rise to meet you. They won't be afraid of your boundaries. They'll be inspired by them. Because your boundaries don't push people away. They filter out those who were never meant to stay. There's a sacredness to the way you love. It's not loud, but it's powerful. It's not flashy, but it's unforgettable. And it takes someone grounded to truly appreciate that. Someone who has met their own soul. Someone who's done their own healing. Someone who isn't afraid to sit in silence with you and still feel full. Someone who doesn't just want to hold your hand, they want to hold your spirit. And until that person arrives, you must protect your energy like it's holy. Because it is. The world will always try to convince you to settle for less, for half-truths, half-loves, half-living. But your soul knows better. It craves more. It craves realness, depth, connection, purpose. And that's what you must hold out for, no matter how long it takes. You are not behind. You are not missing out. You are being preserved, protected, positioned. And every no you've received, every almost that didn't last, every goodbye that broke your heart, it was all part of the divine protection over your life. You are not hard to love. You are just not made for the kind of love that's easy to find. Because the kind of love your spirit deserves is rare. It's rooted in truth, not fantasy. It's built on soul, not skin. And when it finds you, and it will feel like home, not confusion. It will feel like peace, not guessing. It will see you fully and love you entirely. So hold your head high, chosen one. Keep your heart open, but your energy guarded. Don't lose faith in love just because people couldn't love you right. Don't question your worth because they couldn't rise to meet you. Keep walking your path. Keep honoring your light. Keep showing up as your full self, even if it makes others uncomfortable. Because you weren't born to be ordinary. You were born to be sacred. You are not here to be consumed. You are here to be cherished. And when the right souls find you, they won't just want your body, they'll want your spirit, your mind, your truth, your heart, your whole self. And they'll stay. Not just for the moment, but for the journey. There comes a moment when you start speaking from your soul about celibacy, emotional maturity, about building something sacred, something real, and people begin to show who they really are. The ones who only came for the surface start to shift. The ones who never planned to stay begin to disappear. And at first, that might feel like rejection. It might sting. But in truth, it's a revelation. When you rise in spirit, the people who are only tied to your past or your pain can't go with you. The chosen understand this. They know that when you begin to grow, when you speak truth and walk with purpose, not everyone will applaud. Some will get uncomfortable, some will walk away. And that's not your loss, it's your protection. Peace has a strange effect on people who live in chaos. Your quiet confidence, your grounded energy, your decision to stop performing for approval, it threatens them. Not because you've done anything wrong, but because you've chosen a path they're not ready to walk. You show up without needing to be seen, without trying to prove your worth. You sit in rooms and let your silence speak for you. You don't have to talk over anyone. You smile softly, breathe deeply, and just be. That's power. But not everyone sees it that way. Some will mistake your stillness for arrogance. They'll misunderstand your glow, thinking it's something you're doing for attention, when really, it's the reward of doing deep work in silence. You've healed in the dark. You've cried until there were no more tears. You've surrendered things you thought you couldn't live without. You've walked away from relationships that felt safe but weren't sacred. You've chosen God, peace, purpose, again and again. And now you move differently. Not because you're better than anyone, but because you finally understand who you are. But people driven by lust, ego, or control, they don't want to understand your journey. They want the fruit of it. They want the benefits of your healing without doing the work. They want your light, your love, your presence, but not the process it took to become who you are. That's when they start getting possessive. They see your peace as something to control. They want to own you. But the truth is, no one owns a soul. And certainly not a soul that's been through the fire and chose to rise. When they realize they can't shake your peace, when they see that you don't flinch, don't chase, don't beg, they get frustrated. But peace like yours wasn't built on flattery or fantasy. It was forged through pain, through prayer, through letting go. Real peace is unbothered. It doesn't beg to be understood. It just is. You'll notice some people try to imitate your life. They'll repeat the words you say. They'll copy your aesthetic, your language, your vibe. They'll post about healing, about energy, about alignment. But something will feel off because it's not in them, it's on them. Like a costume, not a calling. They haven't lived the truth they speak about. They're not walking the path, just performing it. And deep down, you'll feel it. You'll notice the lack of substance, the shallow echo of something that should be sacred. It's not that they hate you, they're fascinated by you. You represent something they want to become, but they don't want the sacrifice. They love how your presence makes them feel, but they don't love what it costs to become you. So they stay on the surface, hoping that being near you is enough to elevate them. But here's what they don't understand. Light can't be borrowed. Peace can't be copied. Vibration can't be faked. And eventually, your spirit will feel the disconnect, not through words, but through energy. Your intuition will speak, and when it does, you must listen. You are not here to be everyone's mirror. You are not here to be admired, copied, or consumed. You are here to be honored. Your light is not for performance. It is a sacred flame. And only those who carry the same fire will be able to walk beside you without trying to dim you. Only those who've done their own healing will be able to sit with your truth and not feel threatened. There are people who will become obsessed with you. They'll call you beautiful, magical, divine. They'll flood your messages, show up uninvited, beg for your time. And at first, that might feel good. It might feel like attention, like affection. But be careful. Lust doesn't seek connection, it seeks possession. It wants to claim you, not care for you. It wants to use your life, not protect it. Watch how they act when you say no. Do they honor your boundaries or try to break them? Do they listen to your soul or just wait for their turn to speak? Obsession is loud. Respect is quiet. It doesn't demand, it cherishes. The ones who are meant for you will not chase you. They will choose you consistently, calmly, clearly. They will respect your space. They will move with intention. They will not love you for your light alone. They will honor your shadow too, because the chosen were never meant to be possessed. They are not trophies, not trends, not fantasies. They are temples, and temples are to be approached with reverence. Sometimes the final test is the simplest one. Just speak your truth. Talk about purpose. Talk about healing. Talk about God. Watch who stays and watch who fades. When the conversation shifts from the physical to the spiritual, many will get uncomfortable. They'll change the subject. They'll glance at their phone. They'll tell you you're too deep, too intense, too much. But your evolution will convict the ones who are still avoiding their own. Your truth will shake the ones still clinging to illusion. Don't shrink. Don't apologize. Don't dim. You were not made for shallow spaces. You were made for sacred ground. And when people disappear as you rise, let them. Don't chase them back into the shadows. Don't beg them to understand. The truth is, they were never in love with you. They were in love with the idea of you, with the version of you that kept quiet, that didn't ask for more, that stayed soft so they wouldn't feel small. But when your light started speaking, when your spirit demanded depth, they couldn't handle it. And that's not your fault. That's their choice. Let them go. What's not rooted in spirit was never meant to last. What is real will not run. What is alive will not avoid you. You don't have to convince the right ones to stay. They will know. They will feel it in their soul. They will see your light and recognize it, not as a threat, but as a reflection of their own. Remember this, you are sacred. Your body is not just skin and bone, it is a vessel. Your energy is rare. Your soul is royal. And not everyone is prepared to sit beside the throne you carry within. Many will desire your beauty, but few will honor your depth. But the one who's meant for you, they won't just love how you look in the light. They'll walk with you in the dark. They'll hold space for your healing. They'll build with you, pray with you, rise with you. Until then, protect your peace like it's priceless, because it is. Guard your soul like it's sacred, because it is. Don't waste time trying to make someone ready for what you carry. Either they rise with you or they fall away. But you keep glowing. You keep growing. You keep walking in your truth. Because you are not here to be liked, you are here to be lit. And your flame was never meant to be dimmed.